Sure. I only watch it because I'm the editor,
Right,
so
so
I
you-
kind of have to watch it
You should
again.
have hazard pay.
Though, if I would record myself editing that, I chuckle while
Do you
watching.
laugh at all?
I do. Our big smile comes on my face because you tell a dumb joke or funny story or something like that.
Well, you hit me with a really good joke the other day.
I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What did the bra say to the hat, or what did the hat say to the bra?
No, wait, what did the bra say to the hat?
Yeah. Hey,
You go on ahead. I gotta give these two a lift.
Yeah, that's a good dad joke. Very that's.
Now I know yours just come out of your head because they're there all the time. I literally had to look them up.
Oh, some of them I hear and then I share.
Okay.
Some of them do just come out of me like a bad taco dinner.
Well, let's talk. Welcome to Real Estate Makes Us Drink. Brian Quinlan from Daniels Real Estate.
Brad Nickham from Nest Mortgage Group.
And we want to thank you for being here. And if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button and you can check out all the episodes as they go on live. Brad, cheers, brother.
Cheers, my friend.
If you noticed, I don't know if y'all paying attention to this fancy, super awesome bottle. Now, what is in this bottle?
Oh, that'd be alcohol.
Yes.
That is a single barrel bullet that's in the bottle today.
And that's a bourbon, right?
That is a bourbon. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And this awesome bottle says Del Mar on it.
2023.
How did you get this awesome etched bottle?
Tony and I went to a fundraiser for the Backside Learning Center, which is has to do with Churchill Downs. So Churchill Downs has the front side, that's where all the people go to watch. The back side is where all the barns are. When you're watching on TV, it's for all those barns and stuff. So all the horses back there, then there's all kinds of people that come and work in those areas. And a lot of the people that come and work are immigrants, and they don't know English, and some of them are temporary workers. So there's what's called the Backside Learning Center, which is a place for them to go to school and learn, different things. So we went to a fundraiser because they're not funded by Churchill Downs. It all has to be done outside of that. So we were invited by a friend of ours who's a horse owner, and his wife Tracy actually makes those.
That's so cool.
Winning Expressions, I think it's the website, and they're super cool. So we've got a
Winning Expressions.
Winning Expressions.
So someone could order something like this.
Correct. Yeah, you can order custom bottles.
Oh.
You can order like I have a Blanton's bottle up there with the Santa Ana Raceway on it, 2023 championship. We've got the 149th Kentucky Derby winner etched on a rabbit hole bottle up there on the shelf. Super cool. But then if, let's say you wanted to do custom bottles, your Dr. Dre.
Not Dr. Dre, the Dre Real Estate. Yes,
so
I could
do
get those.
Custom bottles to give maybe to your clients.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty cool. It's awesome stuff they do, and they're super
really cool.
great people. So yeah, we got that just a couple. Was it last weekend or?
Seriously, that was just
That's
really
a great
cool bottle,
man.
Yeah.
Nice. So
You know what you can get me for Christmas?
It's a crystal decanter.
Give me
To get you a crystal decanter?
Something like that for Christmas.
Etch my cartoon character on it?
Sure. Yeah. I'd smash that.
That'd be awesome to have that on there, actually.
Wow.
Okay, so I have a ranch. It's a nice house, nice ranch, 2-car garage, and I have a price point in mind. And I call you and say, hey, I'm thinking about selling my house. And my neighbor's house, I have a 3-bedroom ranch with a 2-car garage on a 1/4-acre lot. Okay, and I tell you, my neighbor's house just sold for this wow number. But my neighbor's house is a 2-story, 3-car garage, 5-bedroom house on a 3/4-acre lot. We're in the same neighborhood. He's my neighbor. Did that help his sale help my value?
I believe it did.
How much?
That I don't know for sure.
Okay, so here's a question I want to ask you, and you may not know this from the side of the mortgage person who has to look at an appraisal every day. Is that a comp in selling my house?
No.
Exactly.
That I do know.
Yeah.
Because it's a 1-story versus a 2-story. It's a different number of bedrooms, the different number of garages, the acreage, that kind of thing.
Everything's out.
Yes, exactly. Now,
it may draw the value up in the neighborhood.
Exactly. Now, let's say that it's the same square footage, but one's a ranch and one's a 2-story. Are those comparable?
It depends on if there's any ranches that are more comparable in the same neighborhood that have sold in an earlier time frame. So yes, it could be.
Yes, could be, but not definitely. Yeah.
Right. So what a lot of people do that they kind of misconstrued on the whole thought of their value is they got their ranch, the ranch across the street sold for $235, the ranch down the road just sold for $310, but my neighbor's 2-story, 5-bedroom home on the bigger lot just sold for $410. And they're like, well, I should be able to get $400. And that's where that confusion comes of what the value of that house is worth. And then another person may drive through this newer neighborhood, right? And they're like, these new homes, those things are $300,000. And then they drive back into the neighborhood that was built in 1996, and they don't understand that those aren't comparables.
No, they're not. And how about your ranch? The house across the street is the identical ranch, and their house sold for $310,000. Is your house also $310,000 just because it's the exact same house?
Depends on how up to date I am.
Exactly.
If I've done any improvements,
exactly,
and what the condition of that
yeah,
home is.
and I may be friends with those people, right? And I may have been in their house, but that doesn't really matter to the buyers. It doesn't matter to their buyer's agent. What they're going to look at is, okay, at least I have a comp to go by, and now we need to take a look at what did that house have in it that yours that you are trying to sell may or may not have in it. Maybe you have quartz countertops and they have these standard, Formica countertops that were popular Formica, right? Yeah. That were popular back in the 80s and 90s that they just never changed out. Well, that probably increases the value of your house because you have more updated stuff.
Right. It's like come into our kitchen and look at our linoleum.
Exactly.
Have you seen those TikToks? They're like, we've got linoleum. That's just a funny one. It's like showing these old houses.
Now that we've talked about it, it'll probably show up in my TikTok. So I saw a headline in my Google alert about mortgage rates.
You did say that.
I did, yeah. So, and of course, it's nonsense because one headline is rates are up. Low. Very next headline, rates are down, best in a year. I'm like, how can it be both? But there was one that kind of stands out to me that says, it's generic, but it's like, refinance rates, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, is there a different rate for refinancing as opposed to purchasing a house?
Absolutely.
Okay. So before you say that, or maybe in conjunction with saying that, there may be some people watching this who hear the word refinance all the time, but really don't even know what that means. That I will admittedly say, having bought 2 houses, well, I'm on my 3rd house, but first 2, I did not understand the word refinance until someone finally explained it to me. It was just a term that I heard.
Sure.
So what is refinance, and is that a different thing?
Okay, so when you buy a house and you get a mortgage, that mortgage is what's called a first mortgage. It doesn't mean it's the first mortgage you have. It means it's in first position on the title of your house. And someone can go get a second mortgage, which would be like a home equity line of credit, okay, or a line of credit is an open line where you can use like a checkbook, or you have a closed-ended home equity line of credit or a second mortgage. And now you have 2 mortgages, a first mortgage and a second mortgage. And a refinance is literally taking that first mortgage, paying it off, and refinancing that house into a new first mortgage. So let's say you had that first mortgage at 3.5%. Let's say you did good, right?
Yeah.
And then you got your home equity line of credit. Those are usually adjustable rate mortgages based on prime. So when you got it, it was prime plus a quarter. So it was 3.25. And today it's 9.25 or 9.5. So let's say you're looking at your outgo and you have all this equity in your home. You potentially could refinance that first mortgage and use your equity to pay off that second mortgage and have a new first mortgage, and say that new first mortgage now at 7.5%, and you may have saved $1,000 depending on how large that home equity line of credit is. And what a lot of people do, I shouldn't say a lot of people, there's a lot of mortgage companies that are telemarketing people today to look at the fact that maybe you have $10,000 on a couple of credit cards, so $20,000 in credit card debt at 23 or 25% interest. Maybe you have a home equity line of credit at 9.5. Who cares that your home mortgage is at 3, right? If you can take your equity in your home and pay off those credit cards and that second mortgage and that high interest debt and bring that to a from 23 down to 7.5, you may save $1,000 a month in how much money you have an outgo every month.
Nice.
And you always can refinance that again if interest rates fall. So a refinance is just paying off the current mortgage you have and replacing it with a brand new mortgage. And there's not a lot of refinances happening right now.
No, I bet there are not.
At least in my business, because I'm not a telemarketing guy that's out there working these cash out loans through debt consolidation. My focus has been helping people purchase that first home or upgrade their home and work with the agents. But there are a lot of companies that are being successful. There's still a lot of loan applications happening out there. And if you do the math, it may make a lot of sense to get rid of some of that credit card debt that maybe you entered in as a 0 interest.
Right.
Now it's 23 or 20.
Yeah.
I mean, if you owe 25 grand on a credit card at 23 or 24% interest, 7.5 sounds phenomenal.
Absolutely.
And carried credit card debt is at the highest it's been in like 6 years. So there's people that have trillions of dollars in credit card debt as companies report. So, it may make sense to reach out to your mortgage guy and ask those questions. And it may not, but here's the beauty to that. It has nothing to do with emotion. It's math. You make a mathematical decision if it's worthwhile to save that much money or not. It's not about, what's my rate?
And you want to talk to Brad or a lender, which Brad is, about the math of it. Okay, and make sure that they explain it, and Brad does a great job of that. Explain it to you, because some people will sell it to you because they need to sell something.
Yeah, you want someone that's going to explain to you the math, right? Here's this payment, here's this interest rate, here's what you're spending, here's this one, here's what we're going to do here, here's the total dollar amount, here's your monthly savings. And another thing to look at is the expense of the refinance.
Yeah, I mean, it's not free to do it.
No, if you figure it's probably going to cost you somewhere between $3,000 and $5,000 in closing costs to refinance. So you'd have a lot of people go, hey, what's the point that a rate drops that I can refinance? It's a common question today since rates are high. So if rates drop 0.5, does it make sense for me to refinance? Probably not, but you have to do the math to see. So if the rate drops 0.5 and it saves you $60 a month and it costs you $5,000 to do it, how many months does it take before you break even? And what if rates aren't done falling? So let's say a year later, rates drop another 0.5. You wasted your first refinance's money, right? So I've done many deals where I've sat down and done the math and go, it's not a good idea for you to refinance. Or I'm only going to be here for maybe 3 or 4 more years and I'm going to move. Don't refinance. Don't try to save $30 a month when you spent $5,000 to do it. So you have somebody you feel comfortable with that's going to talk you out of the loan if it's a bad idea. Usually someone that's doing loans that isn't starving. Like if your mortgage guy can't, reach his hand up to his keyboard because he's so weak and feeble, that's not the guy, because he's hungry. Let me check in here. Right?
Yeah. So what do you think of my my sweatshirt here, Brad?
I think it's fantastic. You have to do it again next one though, because
I have other things to wear.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah,
I think the eyeballs need to be placed just a little bit.
Former teacher, I got.
Oh, true. Do you have like sweaters?
No,
My mom has brooches and sweaters.
I will say that's more of like a female teacher kind of thing.
Well, my mom was a female teacher. Okay.
So my thing when I taught was I would wear a different Christmas tie from the day we got back from Thanksgiving break all the way to Christmas break. Now, granted, I did have a rule where I didn't wear ties on Fridays.
Okay.
So
you weren't allowed to duplicate either, right?
That was my goal, was to not duplicate. So I have Christmas alone, I think, 17 or 18 ties.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I have more.
I'd like to see you wear a tie with a hood.
I'm more of a sweatshirt than a sweater kind of guy, and so this is my right. This is my new purchase, and I was very excited.
I like it.
My wife.
It's just okay.
My wife's like, I don't really understand like why people like the Grinch so much, and she's just not a huge fan. And I said, okay, that's fine, but I like Max. That's the
Max.
dog. Yeah, Max the dog. So I have what is, in my opinion, maybe the best Christmas video that I've made.
Yeah.
I have to go home today and edit it, but
I'll be watching.
It does involve the Grinch. It's a good one.
I like the Grinch.
Yeah. All right. Good deal.
I like him, the heat miser.
So that leads me to the question.
Yeah.
Christmas movies. Is there like a one that you absolutely have to watch at some point during the Christmas season? Some people are like, Thanksgiving night we're watching It's a
Debbie
Wonderful
Does
Life
Dallas.
or whatever. Is that a Christmas movie?
It could be. Depends on when you watch
I've
it.
never seen it, so
I haven't either. I just thought that was funny.
Okay, well let's focus more on holiday.
No.
Okay, then I guess secondary question: do you watch Christmas movies leading up to Christmas? Really?
No.
Why not?
I don't like them.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a Christmas movie guy, not a Christmas music guy.
Oh boy, I'm gonna tell you, my wife enjoys Christmas music. She's not like one of those obsessed people who listens every day. And like I know here in Indianapolis, we have a radio station that the week before Thanksgiving, they're already hitting Christmas music 24 hours a day.
I'm Sirius Radio. They have like just Christmas stations.
Yes, absolutely. So she has a rule that she won't start listening to Christmas music until Black Friday, so the day after Thanksgiving. So the other day we were driving back from Chicago from our Thanksgiving trip, and she's like, "Can we listen to Christmas music?" I was like, "I gotta be honest with you, babe. I'm just not a really big fan of Christmas music." And she jokingly said, that's gonna go on the list for the attorney.
Like Chris, he's a violent man.
Oh, absolutely. So that did not go over well. Now, I don't dislike Christmas music. I will listen to it, but I have this joking, funny theory that there are only like 17 actual Christmas songs. It's just different versions of the same songs over and over again.
My wife, she's in the house decorating for Christmas right now. That's what she's doing.
Oh, okay.
She loves it. And,
yeah.
She loves Christmas music. She'll listen, and in the car, it's been a tradition of ours that on the way home from our family in Wabash on Christmas Eve, we'll listen to Christmas music in the car.
Okay.
That's when I'll listen to it. No, not a Christmas fan. Not a Christmas. I mean, I like Christmas. I like getting together with the family, and I love seeing everybody get their gifts and be happy and excited. That's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
And so, but Christmas music, no. If I hear that Mariah Carey song one more time, I hope it's 4th of July.
Oh, interesting.
4th of July, now that's a holiday. You could drink, hang out outside, swim, blow crap up.
Camp out.
I mean, yeah. That's completely different.
I don't care for the 4th of July.
You don't like the 4th of July?
Nope. I don't.
He doesn't like America.
Before I get the hate mail, and it's not anything that I don't like the 4th of July. I don't care for fireworks at all.
Why?
It's stupid. It is literally setting money on fire. What an absolute huge waste of money to launch it, blow it up. Who cares?
Coins don't burn, but paper money does. So it's good to buy fireworks with it.
Whatever.
I don't buy fireworks, just so you know.
Well,
I go places and watch
that's the thing.
Fireworks.
And I will go.
You don't think they're cool to watch?
I will go because my family enjoys that kind of stuff, but I will stare at my phone. I'll look up occasionally, but I just don't get the fascination.
Just to get the hate mail rolling in, tell me how you feel about Kid Rock. Because I think he's awesome.
There are some Kid Rock songs that I like.
Okay, good. Because if you said, I don't like the 4th of July and I don't like Kid Rock, then it's like, and I really like the China government. I like communism.
No, not a fan.
Oddly enough, though, the Chinese make all the fireworks.
That's true. Yeah. I will go back to my question that I asked you.
Yes.
Christmas movies. Now, I'm a big fan of movies.
You are a movie guy.
I don't have like I don't have a list of movies that I have to watch. There isn't like a Thanksgiving night I'm going to watch Christmas Vacation. I actually find that several of the movies that have been around, like Elf for 20 years, and
Elf's actually an okay movie.
Christmas Vacation, been around longer than that. And I still enjoy watching those movies, but I feel they're significantly overplayed. And, much of the funny is taken out because I know what's coming.
Sure.
And
it's like watching Dumb and Dumber for the 8th time.
Which I love Dumb and Dumber. But again, I don't laugh nearly as much as I did. I remember going to see Dumb and Dumber in a theater, tears rolling down my face.
Oh, yeah.
So funny. The snowball to the face just set me over the edge.
The bathroom scene.
Oh.
The bathroom scene.
She said something about me not paying attention. I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Samsonite. I knew I was close.
So, yeah, Christmas Vacation, Elf, of course, those are on the list. I'm a fan of Fred Claus, which my wife can't stand.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, exactly. Vince Vaughn is Santa Claus's brother in the movie.
I do have one Christmas movie that I think is actually good to watch.
Okay.
Billy Bob Thornton and Bad Santa.
And oddly enough, I've never seen all of Bad Santa. Maybe this will be the year.
That's a good one.
I'm a big fan of The Grinch.
I
think Jim Carrey was such a great casted actor for that movie. He did so good. I mean, he has essentially set the bar for who the Grinch needs to be as a character.
Or The Mask, or all Pet Detectives.
That too. Yeah, big fan of The Grinch. My wife, not so much, but I could definitely watch The Grinch a couple times. I feel an underrated Christmas movie is animated. It's called Arthur Christmas. So good. If you haven't seen that,
you're digging deep.
Not really.
If you keep going, you're going to get like a pocket protector.
I can't fit it in a sweatshirt.
We get it on there. You've been a nerd of Christmas movies.
Nerd.
Beavis and Butthead did a Christmas show.
Oh, see, I didn't see that one. I did.
Probably wasn't that great.
I did get some comedy out of Beavis and Butthead.
What about, does South Park have a Christmas show?
Probably.
I can't believe that get canceled.
You should look for that one because I'm sure it exists.
It might be funny.
All right, well, let's end this one here, Brad. Thanks so much for watching. You know what I really want to know from today's episode is what Christmas movie you absolutely have to see on Christmas season, or if you're like Brad and don't really care for those, you can put that in the comments too, because that's the kind of stuff we're here for. And apparently you need some more Some Beach.
Hang on a second.
But wait, there's more.
Wait 1 second here.
He has 2 boxes at least behind the counter here of Old Smoky.
Okay,
are they all the same?
Yeah, we're 2 boxes. Because this is a seasonal.
Yeah. 'Tis the season for Some Beach.
Some Beach.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, my friend.
Thanks for hosting again today.
Yeah.
You are so welcome. Thanks for watching.